Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Snack Bodega, and today I'm going to be reviewing Mogu Mogu. If you're new here, my name is Ash, and in every snack review that I do, I tap into these. But ultimately, it's the taste and the texture that's going to decide my final score. So let's get sipping. Okay, so full transparency, I've actually had these before. It was like 3 years ago. I essentially got sick and tired of the snacks that I was eating, and I thought, you know what, I need to up my game. So I went to the local Chinese supermarket and I discovered these. Now, in every one of my reviews, I try to... Thank you. As I was saying, with all of my reviews, I try to review things that are brand new to me. However, there are certain things that I want to review where I've had them. And in the instance that happens, I do try to go for flavors or versions of them that I haven't had before. So I haven't had these. So this is the passion fruit and the apple flavor. In case you didn't know, Mogu Mogu is a non-carbonated, non-alcoholic, fruit-flavored drink with pieces of Nata de Coco, aka coconut jelly, which you're supposed to chew as you drink. They've got a bunch of other flavors, and you can also buy these in bigger bottles, but personally I like the smaller bottles because I think they're cute. I really love packaging that has character, which I think this does. It was the bright colors that first caught my eye actually. And additionally, these are very sturdy and therefore very portable, so I do like to reuse them. I'm now going to show you a few close-ups of the ingredients, the nutritional tables, etc. on both bottles. So if you're curious or maybe you have allergies, then please pause to read. Okay, so now for the moment that I have been waiting for literally about 3 weeks, because it's been in my fridge and I keep meaning, anyway, time to try it. Okay, so the one that I'm most excited to try is the apple because I like apple flavored things. So let's go with this one first. Let's try the apple. Well, it smells like apple, but also a very artificial apple. Yeah, definitely green apple flavored sweets, like gummies or something. It's not looking good. I'm gonna be very honest, this is very underwhelming. Ridiculously underwhelming. It tastes watered down. Usually with Mogu Mogu, you can really, not overly, but you can taste the sugar. This tastes like apple juice that you would give to a kid and then put 80% water in it. All right, I'll get back to this. I'll review it properly in a second, but for now, I am not impressed. Let's try the passion fruit. Smells like passion fruit. And fairly strong as well, actually. Let's try it. Okay. Where do I start? Okay, so going back to the apple flavored Mogu Mogu, I'm gonna be very honest, I will not be buying this again at all because it genuinely just tasted watered down, and I'm not used to expecting that from Mogu Mogu because generally they're quite sweet, and this tasted watered down. There's more apple in the smell than the taste itself. The taste to me is leaning more towards like apple flavored water than, I suppose, the concentration that you would taste from apple juice. So I'm not impressed whatsoever. whatsoever. I mean, I didn't really know what I was expecting, but not that, not that. I feel like this actually lets Mogu Mogu down because, like I said, I've had other ones before. No, 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 no. It tastes watered down. I feel like somebody got lazy halfway through and just said, oh, let's put some water in it and be done with it. Be done with this batch. I am not impressed. Hang on. Okay, so the sugar in this one is 5.5%, fructose 3.5%, and on this one, the apple, it's 2% sugar, fructose 5%. I can taste the difference. I keep drinking it, hoping that it'll change my mind, and it just, if anything, it keeps getting more unpleasant. It almost tastes more like the green apple skins flavored water than actual like apple flesh kind of flavor. I'm genuinely disappointed because it's just like I would drink this sometimes, like instead of like a snack or whatever. This would be my snack because you chew on it and also it's usually sweet enough. But this to me, just, it's not hitting the spot whatsoever. Okay, so I've just realized properly now that it's actually meant to be red apple. It's giving green apple. It doesn't taste like a Mogu Mogu, guys, come on! No, 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 no. Okay, so moving on to the passion fruit. The smell of it I like. It smells exactly like passion fruit. So I really like that, and it was quite strong as well. Yep, so I really like that. The taste didn't wow me. It's definitely a lot sweeter. However, it doesn't taste like, it smells more like passion fruit than it tastes like passion fruit. It still tastes like passion fruit, but it's not as pungent. It's not an explosion in your mouth of this exotic fruit. It's not. The flavor profile for this is somewhat of a passion fruit juice, and it's fairly sweet in the beginning, and then towards the end, as you're about to swallow it, after you're done chewing it, it's a little bit tangy as you would have it with a passion fruit. But otherwise, this is nothing to rave about. It just tastes like passion fruit juice that you would buy in a supermarket. And this, we're just, no. Okay, so now let's actually talk about the Nata de Coco that's in it and what that actually tastes like. Just so you can see it properly, here's what it looks like when you pour it out. As you can see, there are a lot of Nata de Coco pieces in there, and here's a look at the Nata de Coco on its own. When I swirl the drink, you might be getting the impression that it's syrupy, but it's not. Because the coconut jelly has been sitting in there for so long, it does make the texture of the drink ever so slightly thicker than water, which makes it smooth, but it's nothing that will throw you off or make you feel sick. Okay, so the truth is, it doesn't change flavor. It's just there to add texture. Obviously, it's kind of infused with the juice because it's been sitting there for God knows how long. But when you're chewing it, it's not bursting out in a new flavor or even the flavor of coconut. It's not like that. It really is just for texture. Kind of like, what's it called? Bubble tea. I love bubble tea. So if you like bubble tea, you enjoy the experience of drinking the tea and having the bobas at the end that you can chew on. This is going to give you the exact same experience. The texture for the Nata de Coco, some of them are a lot softer than others, but generally it's the equivalent to jelly, which I suppose in America would be like Jello, because I'm talking about not jam, I'm talking about like the wobbly jelly, Jello. It tastes, the texture, The texture is like that if you were to leave it in the freezer for say like 5 minutes. So it's a little bit harder, or maybe you just didn't boil it or cook it, whatever you do with it, long enough. It really is just there for texture. So here's an example of a softer piece. This one is slightly harder and this one is just completely hard. Don't worry, it's not going to feel like cardboard pieces in your mouth. You've got to think of it like gummy candy. You don't actually need to chew it until it's completely disintegrated into thin air for you to safely swallow it. Okay, so overall, I'm going to be very honest, I am disappointed. It's not going to stop me from trying the other flavors because before today, the experience that I've had with Mogu Mogu, exceptional. I highly recommend the lychee and the melon. I don't recommend the orange, but the lychee and the melon, definitely recommend those. But the apple and the passion fruit, I'm just, from what I'm used to from them, it's just very underwhelming. So I will not be buying those again. Would I buy them if it were on sale? No. I'm going to rate them differently because some pros and cons to both. The apple Mogu Mogu, I'm going to rate this one a 2 out of 10 because I'm feeling very nice today. The passion fruit, I'm going to rate a 4 out of 10. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. Made it. I actually made it to the end of my very first Snack Bodega video. Woo, 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 woo. I'm so happy. Honestly, I can't wait to film the next one. So if you like this video and you can't wait to see more, then be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.